but this basically we're going to talk about, like I said, documentation injuries or exposure reports. Just make sure you do it. Like I said, I talked to guys from my academy class and different areas, and we've talked about it. And the same thing that we talked about was anytime there's if anybody comes and says, hey man, this is what's going on, they document it. I mean, it's not rocket science. You know, I'm not even sure why these people think that they can, like, it's weird how they think they can just do anything they want, but LWB does. They do anything they want. And like I said, most guys, most departments, and I hope there's no other, I just hope there's no other departments out there that do that. That, you know, don't do documentation. You know, like I told you, there's been multiple times I asked for stuff. You know, like we trained in a house that had asbestos in the walls, and we had to do wall breaches, and not one documentation on asbestos. You know, not one. You know, and when everybody, I'm not even sure why these guys all just, instead of saying, hang on, stop it up and saying this isn't right. God no, can't do that. Can't do that. That's like I said, asbestos. Nope, should have had at least 2 of those exposure reports, not 1. I should have had probably 50 of the, you know, bloodbornes, you know, from brain matter and blood. Nope, 0. You know, and I think I told you basically what got documented from my boss. My boss documented that he hurt his back. No, my back's fine. You know what I mean? I hurt my brain. You know, and guys know that. You know, but when the bosses only do what they're told by the CCs, and you know what I mean, and ED, you know, they just do what they're told because they're scared to step out of the line. I don't know. I don't really understand why they, you know, and I don't know. I mean, I just wanted guys to understand. Make sure you tell your bosses if there's an incident. Like everybody I talk to around from the academy, they all know that documentation is kind of important, especially, you know, like what's like, you know, like right now I'm dealing with some medical stuff going on. You know, I don't want to get into that one at all, but you know, oh well, do you have exposure reports? Oh no exposure reports. What? You kidding me? I mean, I don't even want to get into that one. It maybe eventually, you know what I mean? But, you know, today we're going to talk about, like I said, documentation properly. Make sure the firefighters, make sure you guys just follow up with the boss, make sure you get it. And every boss I've talked to says the same thing, to make sure that that's completed, you know, and done. You know, and then, like I said, then, you know, eventually, I'd like to probably maybe the next podcast, we'll talk about something. I'm not sure. There was another one I got lined up. My brain don't think like that anymore, but the brain's kind of, my memory's shot now, so, you know, used to have memory, good memory, but, so, I'm trying to think what the, I was going to say something else here, but I don't remember. Gotta give me a second on that one, guys, but, yeah, so I got my guy. Yeah, my brain don't work like that, but I'm trying to figure something out. But yeah. All right, yeah. So we talked about the first 2 times I got the brain injuries. Now let's talk about the next 2 times. I was on a brush fire up on interstate, and it was midnight. Midnight. It was dark, midnight, and up there, carrying a tool, and you guys know as firefighters, you're gonna get hurt. It hurts, right? It's gonna happen. So at a brush fire, and I got a pipe pole in my hand, midnight, September, and what happened, guys? You know, if you're a firefighter, you know, stepped in a wood chuck hole, wound up way down in it, and like I had like a hail again on me, hit me in the face, you know what I mean? Told my boss about it. Not one documentation on that brain injury. zero. You know what I mean? Zero. You know what I mean? I told them about it, and not one documentation on. It's almost like they. I don't know. I don't really. I don't understand why the LWB. You know, I don't really get it, but again, total. Now, what happens? You ask twice. Now you're gonna get berated for that. You non-stop get berated. You know, you get eaten up for asking. You ask a third time, not good. You know, so you learn not to ask more than twice. You know, but you know, this is the thing. Like we're gonna go back and talk about on documentation things, but let's talk documentation. I kept pretty close documentation, not exposure reports, but I asked for new boots because the boots that we had were horrible. That I had were horrible. I don't know if anybody else had, but I'm sure they did. They don't like the career guys, but so basically I asked for boots. You know what I mean? And I made sure I kept documenting how many times I asked, and it was like I don't know 3-4 times I said I need boots and never got anything back. Zero, you know, and zero. You know what I mean? So I told these people I shouldn't be sitting here right now. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here right now talking about this because I told these people the boots I have are horrible. They're horrible on anything slippery, ice, parking lots, any of that stuff, you know. And you know what? I told them I needed new boots because the boots I had were horrible, you know. And what are you going to do to protect us? Zero, literally zero. You know what I mean? Which is pretty upsetting to me. But you know, again, I'm the one with the brain injury cause from work, and again, this should never have happened. You know, don't get me wrong. How much are structural firefighting boots? I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't really know. Not a lot. Not a lot compared to $100,000, let's say, Chiefs vehicles that they got. $100,000 Chiefs vehicles, and I just had it for boots. No, but what are you gonna do? You know, you can only ask so many times. And again, I'm the one with the brain injury from getting hurt. But so I've documented all that stuff. I documented. Every single time I asked, I made sure I documented it. You know, so I got like a lot of that stuff documented for the future, if you know what I mean. And again, I'm the one with the brain injury. But basically, talking with guys in the academy class, they told me to do this podcast thing to try to, so other people will know, you know, how to take care of your guys, how to protect your guys. So guys, just make sure anything, just document it. Tell your boss to document it, and just make sure you get that form back, exposure report form back. You know, like I said, friends of mine downstate tell me how you know, he was dealing with something with the lungs, and you know, same thing. I think his boss, you know, documented that. You know what I mean? And you know, I think he said it sucked. He had to miss like what? I think it was like a month or two of work but he said he was having, you know, trouble breathing. I think it was trouble breathing. I don't know, something with his lungs. I don't know. The memory thing's gone from the brain injury, so I'm gonna try to keep things short to TBI. But yeah, I don't know where it's going with that one, but like I said, just make sure you document it, and you know what I mean. And if I could go back and do it over again, I'd make sure that these exposure reports were taken care of. You know, to find out after my lawyer had to file information, you know, my file from work to find out nothing was in it. Pretty upsetting, disturbing. You know, when you tell your boss document and nothing happens, you know. So I don't know, it's just upsetting on my point. But again, there's different things you can do if there's departments out there like this. Again, I hope there's nothing out there. I hope there's nobody out there like this bad as LWB, you know, because they don't care about themselves. Lily White, you know, that's all. Lily White, they only care about themselves, and you know, that's what they do. They don't care about the career staff. And it's been a revolving door of people getting out of that dumpster. You know, they literally revolving door. You know, And I think a lot of them left after me getting my injuries because they said the same thing. They didn't want to have the same injuries. So what did they do? Told her, hey, we want some new boots too. You're not getting no new boots. So basically, like I said, revolving door, in this dump. But the only ones that stay there are the ones who are kind of what I don't even want to say anybody who drinks the Kool-Aid or, you know what I mean, but it's a little worse than drinking the Kool-Aid there, you know what I mean? There's total criminal organization now, but what are you going to do, I'm the one with the brain injury here at home. I tried to come to the show document, and we're not allowed to be there, but all right, that's okay. Again, not okay, but I'm the one with the brain injury, but it's not okay, but like I said, make sure you document things and all of that stuff going on. I'm gonna try to maybe in the future like to do, I don't know, we'll start maybe 2 more maybe after this one, but this takes a lot of energy out of me. So I'm not sure yet of if I can do any more on that, but again, I just want guys from my academy guys that I used to work with, if there's the smart ones get out, and they're the ones that are friends, that contact me. So anybody got out of the place, but
25.
But yeah, so I tried to, I'm not sure the next documentation, or I mean this is documentation, not sure the next one. My brain don't work that great anymore, but I'm gonna try to keep things to like 30 minute 30 minute 30 minute podcast. Just I don't want you guys losing interest, but I also want you to understand the stuff I'm dealing with. All right, so guys, hopefully this one went over okay, and hopefully I'll do another one. Thanks.